I literally just remembered that I know how to use mics. That's how long I haven't been working.
That's how long we haven't been doing this podcast.
Because when you said the thing wasn't here, I must be careful. My brain was like,
be careful of the instrument.
And then when Robbie's like, come closer, I looked at you because I'm like, but you told me not to come. Then I'm like, no, man, I know how to
know how to use a mic.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's been a while. We've been gone because I had COVID. I had a Covizi. I had a coritis.
You did have COVID, and I'm laughing because that sentence is so normal now.
Yes. Is it?
No.
Okay. This is how not normal it is yet.
Mm.
Because I say it now that I'm cured. But I remember my first day back out into the real world, and I had to go to a coffee shop, and I'm doing when they make you sign in. Have you been around someone with COVID in the last 14 days? I was like, I don't know what they're gonna do with the information. Nope.
Yes,
I'm good.
I was about to say, don't we all lie all the time? Yes. Can this be the first time that we all say haven't traveled? I've went to Cape Town, but I don't want to fill in shit.
Yes, that's what I did. That's what I did.
I'm the problem.
That's what I did at my AIDS test. They said, have you had unprotected sex before? Then I told the lady no. And then she said, why are you here? I said no, because I'm in a new relationship. I just want to be responsible.
We have
you wanna impress the nurse in her world.
Yes, I don't know why I even lied to a nurse who's probably told people they're positive.
Yes.
And she's seen the worst of it. Now I'm lying to this woman.
But because she's also trying to convince you that don't worry about the positive. It's not a bad thing.
Yes.
No.
So now you're lying about something that she's like, dude, I need to file this thing for the government.
She's not even saying don't worry about it. She's been doing it so long. She's literally saying, stop lying to me.
Yes.
You don't have to do this. But you know what's crazy? All these
she can't roll her eyes at you.
It's unprofessional.
I'm so worried about what this woman's gonna think of me.
It's so true, bruh. I did this this show on the show that I'm gonna be on, right? So they do a whole medical test thing where you fill in and then you go see the doctor. But now they're asking about like diseases and shit. And they're like, have you ever had sexually transmitted? Now I'm like, I had what do you call it, man?
Chlamydia?
Chlamydia, right.
Were you joking?
No, because that's a common one to just have.
Yes.
I thought you just went like this. And
like I look at Tess face like, that looks like chlamydia.
Robbie was like, oh shit, Doogie Howser. Oh, I'm so old.
Your references are old, my friend.
I said Doogie Howser and I was, oh,
but there's no modern equivalent, so it's okay.
No, but there is.
Under 25.
The Good Doctor. The Good Doctor with the
the young guy
on Netflix. It's Doogie.
Oh, is it?
But it's Doogie with a disability.
Oh, the autism kid.
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't want to say the A word. I went with the D word. I don't know which one's right.
Like the A one is more correct because it's what it is.
I haven't watched it yet. But that must be hectic.
It's a kid with crippled brain.
Yes.
An autistic doctor must be hectic because then they don't give the expression to like, you have AIDS.
And nothing. They give you nothing.
Yo. Can
Also,
you show some emotion.
No eye contact. No eye contact. You got it.
Yes. That's when you look at the doctor. What kind of AIDS is this that you can't look at me in the eyes? Is this Delta AIDS?
It's transferred by eye contact.
Oh my goodness. That's so... No, but literally there is a version. There's probably a version of every single thing that we had when we were young. Like, for example, Michael Knight, I'm sure Transformers, for example.
Got you.
So even with Doogie Howser and this thing, every single thing we had, we just
There's
don't know.
version.
But we just don't know the
Yes.
version.
Yes.
My gran was upset when Dr. Dolittle came on ETV because she knew the black and white Dr. Dolittle.
Oh, snap. They're like, you doing this again?
He's like, what is this?
Oh, right.
So,
She's seen it before.
She saw
But that's the equivalent of now all these remakes. Fuck, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, it's all the same shit, bro. Because you're not the market anymore. You're not the youth anymore. They're not telling you you are the future.
But do you realize how long we have to go? Because his grandmom
Is seeing things.
is still saying shit like we're saying now. Did you watch the Aladdin?
Yeah. She-
Will Smith.
That was that was the first TV too.
Nigga, we're gonna be like this for years.
for years, bro.
That's the thing. I try to convince myself to stay relevant, but I can't do it. I can't listen to radio because radio is relevant. Radio is what's happening now. Radio is who's hot now. And I can't listen.
Talk radio, like old radio, your age radio. Now you're trying to keep up with Tabooty when you know damn well
bruh.
You need to know stock prices.
And I look at people my age who are in the business of staying in it. I'm like, how do you do it?
Right.
Like I look at an Anele and I listen to Anele in the morning. I'm like, yo, Anele is in the youth thing, man. She sounds like them. She's using their words. She's on TikTok apparently.
But Anele, what's dope about Anele is that the energy, it's like the energy of play.
But it's genuine, yeah.
And
it is genuine.
And she's just
no, she's genuinely in it.
Yeah,
so
she's
I'm like,
in
that's what the world is, and why can't I find my place in it?
But you see, the Anele thing, when I hear Anele, I'm just like, you are genuinely in it, and it's authentic. If you're trying to stay relevant, and you imagine you go, I'm gonna listen to 5FM every Saturday morning to know what's hot, because that's when they do the countdown. You're still not gonna like the music.
Yes.
If you're doing it in that kind of way, you know what I'm saying?
But it's not wrong
That's
either.
No,
because
but
that is a
interesting.
study of your industry. How you use it is how I'm going to judge you. So if all of a sudden I'm listening to the top 40 or whatever, and now Loiso wants to drop an album that's trap music, it's like, oh, Loiso, you're not even, no.
But he raises something that makes me want to ask you, why do you even feel the need, not so even, because when I say even, it sounds biased. Why do you feel the need to know?
It's just an awareness of what there are portals through which the world tends to see, and that's what the media is. It's a portal, and it holds certain things. There's mad music outside of the mainstream,
right?
Mad music, mad movies, mad whatever. But what people tend to see is like earlier on when I talked about the movie Valentine, I knew you guys hadn't seen it. It's an art house Argentinian film.
Yes, but that's because you judgmental motherfucker.
No.
What do you mean?
Have you seen Valentine?
I haven't, but fuck you.
Exactly, because I know you.
Roy had a better chance of saying, who had chlamydia amongst you?
There was more chance of chlamydia in the room than Valentine.
Yes. Yes. Leave Loy alone. He's right on this one.
Oh, hilarious.
So that's why I'm like,
Right.
I'm aware of how the world sees. And it's not necessarily that I need to consume it and be it, but it's something that it's so prevalent. As a person who comments on the world, what am I commenting on if I don't know what the world is talking about? Because now I'm going to be dropping what's the point of me if I'm talking to a young room and I make what's his name who went to jail? The glove doesn't fit. OJ reference when there's probably a younger, newer version. Yeah, and what I'm saying is I don't know who the young OJ who got acquitted. What's his name?
Pitchback Afro.
The guy with the colorful hair and everything who just came out of jail.
Meek Mill.
No, young trap rapper.
Yo, you saw out of it. Meek Mill has a nice short fade. This guy just threw names. Yo, you just threw names.
So what's his name? Tekashi.
Yes.
Tekashi.
I didn't know you was in jail.
Yeah. And then he snitched.
Motherfucker, we in the same
There was a
boat.
whole thing about him being a snitch and whatever. So now I can throw
yes.
that in my world as a reference to connect with someone. And it's a matter of connection. It's like, how can I? Because in comedy,
Why are you trying to connect with it? So
no, who
are
with
you
the wider
talking to?
audience?
So
the
whatever-
wider audience knows Tekashi and what he went through. So maybe I want to say a thing and give an example, but that example won't reach as many people without Tekashi.
But then you're not gonna reach. Like that's why in my head I understand why you want to keep in touch portals, but then I go, who are you talking to?
But also don't want to be old, bruh.
There it is, ladies.
No,
and gentlemen.
old, not in age, but old in ways.
Right.
You don't have to age in ways.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? Now it's like,
You don't have to age in ways.
yeah, I can be me. I can still be me and do me while talking current mainstream things.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, why throw
Unless you
it all
told
away?
them to us,
Yeah.
you can just be yourself.
Yeah, no, that's for
And-
sure.
and
but I
spend-
tried.
and
And you guys didn't know what Valentine was. I can't even fully be myself with you.
That's funny.
It's about OJ. Yesterday was very cold, so my sister Liesel's trying to leave, and she's looking for gloves.
Sorry, I'm still Ed. He tried to be his full self with us.
So
And we can't keep up with the violinist, Valentino.
because I was just thinking. Sorry, hold your thought. Because I was just even thinking now, like, I'm artsy, but I know Tats is full artsy, and there's lots of things where Tats has to like explain and catch me up on.
Right.
Because I go like, my music is artsy, but Jesus, Tats' music, it's full on artsy.
Right.
Even I'm like reaching to understand Tats. We'll get to his house. We'll get to this place, and you know when Tats playing, well, it means not be
No, that's not artsy. That's not artsy.
Except
That's Kakosi FM.
You can't even laugh at that because you have to be on my side.
I'm laughing at
The fuck
that.
was that?
I'm laughing at that.
What was that?
I know the music. I know the music. I don't know if I'm gonna call that arty.
What?
No, man. When he's listening to that bassist guy, you know your bassist guy.
Oh, Richard Vaughan.
Yes.
I hate
Because I've
the
seen
music. I fucking hate it. I don't like one song. You either playing fucking post-circumcision music or
What the fuck is that?
All I know,
you literally playing.
What even is that?
No, the song. Some of the songs literally sound like it's something that's played on a hill after I'm healing from being circumcised.
Oh, that's illegal.
And then the other shit is either
must tell
5 FM, 8 o'clock in the morning. It's so
no in
fucking
between.
yo, bro. I hate it.
Oh, I love anyone who doesn't understand the reference of the circumcision thing. Just heard some wild ass shit. What? Circumcised on a hill?
Someone's very lost right now.
Yes.
Why is he healing on the hill? Why did he go to the doctor?
And then they go, Africa.
And then the song, yeah, man, yeah.
Some yeah,
That's
it's
funny.
cool. You know my thing is with music. Music is literally, if you go back to how old were you when you got your first CD?
Oh snap! I must have been my first. Oh my!
Your
I must
whether
be
your mom or dad
11.
bought 11.
Yeah.
You?
Sorry. That was a Doogie Howsen. You Doogie Howsen with CD buying.
Right. Yes. Also, yes.
How old were you?
I'm gonna say like 11 maybe.
Right. I was 12. If my first CD
Sorry,
was Eminem, Marshall Mathers LP. After church, my parents had split. Go to Musica. My dad's like, pick what CD you want.
Hey, I love your dad's story.
Yo, bro.
I love your dad compensating stories.
Yo, did he have tried?
Did he do this?
Yeah.
Pick whatever you want.
So now homeboy Liesel picks NSYNC, Mel picks Britney. It's those things. Eminem just came out. I'm the real Slim Shady.
Also, you know, on another day you wouldn't have got it. You took a gap there.
But now hold the
It
CD.
took divorce to get Eminem.
Yes.
But now the cover of the CD is that
18.
brown. It's that brown grading.
Yes.
And Eminem sitting in front of his childhood house.
Yes.
It looks like a peaceful album, but I cover the parental with my
your
thumb. I want this dad. Cool. Yeah, bruh. So just going back to that, I can go from 12. I can pick out my soundtrack for every year.
Got you.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying when picking music, even now listening to music, in my moods of the day, I go, I am this. You know what I mean? So my music in a day can go from Coltrane to fucking Limp Bizkit, whatever it is.
Yes.
So I don't like when, like this, that's why
Don't
I'm
point at
going
me.
back to you, because it is you. When everyone's playing,
in front of
when
you,
everyone's, sorry, I won't point. When everyone's playing, your music always goes, what emotion are you feeling?
This
with
is not
us?
true what you're saying.
This is true. I hate your music.
No, man. How are you painting me like I play music and kill parties everywhere we go? This is how you describe. You describing it like, first of all, everyone's playing music, and then when I play my music, everyone's confused. You don't like because
I can't imagine you playing music for a group of
oh,
people.
but I would, because here's the thing that I realize about me and music. I never play the stuff. Like, I was a huge boy band fan, Boys to Love. I never play music I used to love when I want to feel a certain way. I'm always playing.
What do you mean when you're in a
So, for
feel
example, if I'm in love,
yes.
I don't play.
I'll make love
Yeah, and I don't play the Sunday jams,
I
and
got you.
it's because I know them, and when they play, I enjoy them.
Right.
So my music is you don't like it maybe because you don't, for example, go, I'm happy today and play a fucking now song. You'll play a song you liked, or you won't play now stuff. So that's why you don't fucks with my music.
I love how you became an exec at the end. The whole thing was fine, and then it was, I don't, fucks with my music. The fuck must I do with that shit? You'd be a horrible DJ.
When you play
Tasso
music
guitar
here,
over all these
specifically,
songs.
when we come and you're playing music here, it doesn't feel like you're playing for everyone. I always feel like I come in and I'm like, oh, this is what Tats is feeling right now.
Yes.
And that's how it is, no?
No.
Are you playing for all of us?
I must admit that I do sometimes want to push you guys a little bit with the stuff I play.
Okay,
Sometimes I play stuff that fits and I go, yes, I know.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I do that.
Okay.
my experience from getting into Loy's car.
Because officially now, I'm going to be conscious of the music and I'm keen for that.
No.
Every time Loy picks me up, I always go, either I know the music or I go, yo, what's that? Because I'm enjoying it. I've never, ever said, what's that to your music? Never, and I've walked into this house many times. I've never ever gone, what's that? In my head, I've thought, what's that? But I've never asked, what's that?
You know what?
That's how you play. That's
okay. I took
that's his truth.
No, yes. I
that's
took a
his
puff
truth.
and I'm like, why am I fighting this? Okay. Bitch.
I don't know if I'm
starting on
Starting on bitch.
I must admit though, I do enjoy your music.
Because
Thank you.
But because I know it.
you have to risk being offensive.
You play music that I
No,
said.
it'll make you feel good.
No.
Here's the thing that fucked me up.
Oh,
Is what Mojack has said certain things that have fucked me up. One of them was music is nostalgia.
Right.
It's so strong with the nostalgia thing. So that's kind of why we end up playing. We were saying we're at that age where you pretty much only playing the music you've been listening to, because it already comes with the feeling. It already comes with the time. It already comes with the I know why I'm playing this.
But
So I understand why you can say you like his music. I understand why we don't get what you're playing, because you're constantly trying to experiment with
Right.
stuff and push yourself. So we can't fight about it, because
Yes.
the both of them are doing the things that they're supposed to be doing.
Loy's talking to you. Look at Loy.
Us, man, fuck.
But I totally agree with what you're saying, because if we go to a party,
So no, but it's messed me up in terms of how I'll be in the middle of
so
enjoying a song, and I'm
Mojack-
like, oh, this is just old.
Right.
I'm like, oh.
But also, you don't have to be like Questlove posted about. Well, I didn't read the whole post. You meant some post Jesus.
after
like,
the
is
second
that
paragraph, you go, I think I've got enough to live my life.
You see that motherfucking post? It's like that post of you. I was like, is there an audio book for this caption?
Yes.
I'd like that, because this is too long. But the music, you don't have to be like that.
No, you don't have to. It's an easy way in.
Yes.
Yes.
But
That's why DJs
oh, DJ.
play what they play.
Oh no,
It's
no.
an easy way
I
in.
think for Questlove's point, because I think I remember his point. He started with the music, the way I was pushing you to say you don't have to be like that. And then he said that muscle that you're using to get out of your comfort zone, that very same muscle, and the stronger what's stronger pull than music? If you can exercise that muscle of getting out of your shit and listening to now things to find the feeling, not to be relevant, but to find the feeling.
Right.
That's when you discover music.
Right.
Yes, I
and
think
grow.
that's. Sorry, you've just explained why I feel I should make a bit more effort.
Right.
It's that I'm closed off to something that my parents are closed off to, but have defined so much to me. So it's like
Sorry.
the feeling that my parents had about my music has defined me. So why don't I then go, oh, I can have my music and other things.
Yes.
So I can still have the modern day whatever trap and whatever, but it's a muscle, like you're saying,
Yeah.
to be willing to explore it. Because now even I was watching the Osaka documentary,
Oh, I hated it.
right? I was watching the Osaka documentary. It
I'll
was.
tell you why.
I didn't understand.
I
why
hated
it
the
existed.
idea of it, and I'll tell you why. Continue.
Yes, I'll tell you.
And her boyfriend, right? Her boyfriend throws me off.
Yeah, I also don't know.
Corday, whatever.
Looks like they're homeschooling you.
Corday.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you don't want.
I was like, ugh, I don't even want to listen to his music. And then Ryan goes, no, his album's pretty fire. And I started listening to his album and I was like, oh shit. I looked at the guy, he looked like a typical trap guy and I didn't want to listen to his music. I'm playing this music now and I'm like, oh man, this is a vibe.
He looks like he's got
It's
a
dope.
tab in Braamfontein that he's going to pay for.
He looks like he knows the password to their Great Dane.
Shit. What's his name?
Corday. I think it's
Corday.
Yeah. Corda.
Mr. Osaka.
So
Change his rap name.
That's right. She earned the name more.
Yes.
hilarious.
Until you pay bills, motherfucker, you will be having my surname.
Corday.
So yes, I think that's what I was. It's a thing of like, I mustn't do the typical generational thing.
Got you.
The typical generational thing is to shut off and live in the past. And I'm going, no man, there's a world, and you could still find yourself in this world.
Right.
Not to that I have to consume everything, but in the consumption of everything, things will stick.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the feeling.
Yes.
Because the feeling is so great. The feeling will take you to the genres. You there to grow yourself.
Yes.
But selfishly, I go with music specifically. The selfish thing is you looking for a feeling, but as you do that, now you
In other places and
But,
feelings.
but
and
that's why
words,
even
yeah.
the new music that comes out, I find myself gravitating to shit that gives me a feeling of the old.
don't
And
you
this-
fucking now come on
that's
my
also
train.
true.
No, but that's. But I agree with you.
Don't come on his train, bro.
When did
Right
you agree
now,
with me?
right now.
Then say it.
Before
you come in.
I just said
No,
it.
you didn't.
Who walks into a conversation? Hey, I agree. Can I say some words? No, man. How do conversations happen?
We were fighting.
No,
We've
but
been-
we're moving forward now. We're moving forward.
Without reconciliation, are you fucking kidding me?
What the fuck are you? Come on.
We were
Desmond.
fighting
What
Madinga.
the fuck? Bishop Desmond Tutu in service. Fucking, what are you? Fuck off. I'm saying I enjoy the.
Call me Des.
Call me Des.
Come in, Denzel.
I agree with the feeling, and that's why the new music that I like, there's a feeling that is nostalgic to the samples or whatever that comes in. It's the same way when I played Kanye around my mom. She knew all those old songs. So Kanye gravitated to her. Kanye's first album, you know, when he
Yeah, when he's still sampling the soulful stuff.
Yeah, so I understand that if the new music, there's some stuff that gets in, but I'll put it this way, I'm not looking. If the new music comes to me from being at a club or whatever, or somebody saying, hear this,
But the
I'm
thing
not
is,
going out
you've
just-
created your world already, and it's
Right.
only going to reinforce what you already know.
Got
So that's why I'm saying, then it's something I must make an effort for.
Dude, here's a
Like I turn the radio on my way here to go, okay, it's a 20-minute drive. Just make the effort to just plug in for a second. So even if you just feel the world is here.
right.
climate.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
the
can always go
climate is here.
back.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. Have you ever heard? I don't know if you guys have had this experience, but hearing a song for the first time and you like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget. It was with you, 2015, when we were going to Switzerland, Zurich. We land.
I also have a passport. Just before the stories, I was like, oh, they left their colored friend in Africa. Sorry, I felt it more than in my head. I was like, I've also been.
I was in the referee. Like, yeah, Zurich land, yeah.
Meanwhile, what did you?
I felt like a child there. Sorry.
Literally what was happening.
Yes. Sorry, but just carry on with your story, baby. I'm sorry. And just want to let people know I've also been out of South Africa.
Right, Loy?
Remember, Lloyd? Canada?
But anyway,
Zurich of America.
Someone said that we should write
should.
on the comments.
We should.
They said we should mark
what the buttons
says.
mean. That sounds so obvious to you.
Yeah.
I think we've got time for this shit. We're fighting chlamydia here. Think we got time for fucking notes and shit.
we got shit to lie about at the doctor's office. Over here.
Notes. My dick is itching and you want me to write notes. Okay, sorry, carry on.
Yes. Dude, I'll never forget it vividly. When you played me J. Paul's Jasmine.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard music. I don't know how old I was, 2015. But my ears have I heard that shit.
-6.
Yeah,
But okay,
I wanted to. I wanted to. Then I realized I've already fought with him too much in the last 30 minutes. Let me leave him. Thank you.
That was such a weird. That was such a weird reluctance to.
Yes, it was lazy.
No, but you know what? Do you know how my brain calculates my age? When I'm trying to think of years, like if you say 2012, I always start from 1985.
Jesus. You don't think it could work better?
I've never thought about it. Because I always go, how old am I? I always go 2011.
Tess doesn't go a year ago. He goes 35 years after I was born.
That's how old I am, motherfucker. But I remember that. And I remember being so happy.
I remember you. I remember you enjoying that and going, what is this?
And then you
Because I had the same feeling when my friend played it for me.
the same song.
Dog, she played it in the car. A friend of mine, I only mentioned that she's lesbian because she said something sexual about it. She's like, this is sexual, feeling, this is how I get chicks or something like that. When I know I like a chick, she plays this song. So that song does that. So yeah, that was probably one of the moments musically that I go.
I was waiting because Lois said the lesbian friend was. I was waiting for you to say, "I'd suck a pussy to this song." I was like, how? Because
What?
No, because his lesbian friend said that the song made her feel a certain way.
Yes.
So I was trying to see how she felt it sexually, because guys always have a thing.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
We're always very specific about our sexual.
What this thing makes
Stop.
them feel.
Don't move. Look how my thing is holding his fingers, dog.
Yes.
Oh, if I'm wrong, then I'm high. Oh, I'm high.
Jesus.
Oh, we need to take a break.
Was it
Do it
crazy
again?
for you?
No, I'm high. Sorry, I thought. Wow.
All right, let's take.
Sorry, guys. Can we take a break? As a parent, like that thing, because when my kids have that thing, I still remember how I didn't like it when my parents licked.
Yes.
So I always try not to lick first, but almost always I have to lick.
You have to lick.
And then I go, my parents had to lick. I understand now that.
And also, that was parenting before wet wipes.
Right. Some white man saw a black
Kid's face getting
a
licked.
black wipe a kid with a wet finger.
Yes. Wait a minute.
It's wipe.
What?
I feel like Tats's kids do that for him. Dad, I didn't hear you flush.
What the fuck? Sorry, boy.
Reason? Okay, here's my reason why I didn't like Naomi Osaka's documentary.
Yes.
I watched the whole thing. Pressing play already, I was like, this isn't a good idea. Because first of all, she is way too young to tell me your life story. I know that you aren't going to give me something from this to be a special documentary. I think it's way too soon. Yes, you're doing amazingly well and you've got great character, but I feel like it's 10 years too soon. And there needs to be a fall. I'm like, yo, get a drug problem.
Yeah, I think it was released. I think it was not meant to be released now. How I felt when I watched it. It felt incomplete. It felt like they were building a documentary on her because she was the next.
Right.
So you might as well start capturing, you know, those
Got you.
pre-moments. And then this whole mental illness thing and mental awareness thing happened. And it was like, okay, this is a wave and it's necessary now for the mental, because I felt like it was a lot about her mental and less about necessarily the game or whatever. Everything was like, what is her mental state right now?
Right.
So I think that's what it was released for. It was like, it was an answer to this is why I don't do it without having to do another press to tell you why I don't do it.
Right.
That's what it felt like. It didn't feel like this is this is Naomi Osaka. Watch the docu. It was not, I don't think it was that.
Right. I feel you because they didn't like the journey of a
Because it ends on her dip.
No, and then she wins the final one.
But what she didn't win the grand. What is
So
it?
she won the
US
the
Open.
US Open. That's how it ended.
Oprah.
Open.
US Open.
Oh, there's a yes, Oprah. I'm like, when did I? When did I?
so much
Oprah?
attitude. Yes, Oprah.
Yeah, I know. Like, where's that coming from?
I agree with you. I almost felt like, why are you telling us this now? But now that you say that, I get that angle of mental health.
Yeah.
And first of all, I do love the chick. I just like, I don't know if I'm ready to know everything about you. Her stepping away got my respect because it was very much like, I don't need this. I love tennis and I love playing it, but I don't need this thing because right now I don't feel like I'm equipped to give you what you want. And I also don't want to give you the thing. I was happy with that. The documentary for me was almost like, yo, it's cool, bruh. I respect. I don't need.
Yeah, it was enough.
I don't need your.
You felt like it was
background.
enough. Yeah.
I don't need your background.
But what I've realized about like the things that inspire people who are younger than me, like it's so crazy how like even our mental health, like the way that kids, for example, in high school are activists.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There was
Bruh.
not one activist in my school.
That's because we still believed in the freedom. It's like, this is it.
No,
This is
bruh.
the whole thing.
Do you know what I don't think I ever remember raising one fist throughout my whole school career.
Right.
So I'm so aware of the fact that these people are being, like the fact that if you say Sadhguru to someone,
What's that guru now?
or Sadhguru or Rumi,
Okay. Oh,
to
that,
a
okay.
17-year-old,
It means something.
I was stretching my old ass to say 17-year-olds know because I wanted to go, they don't know, but they probably know so much of this shit that's out there. So the way that they need to be inspired, it's almost like that thing of, it's not for you, old man.
True. Because we want the docu.
We want
we want the
Djokovic's
achievement.
one.
We want the achievement.
But don't be so.
we want the achievement, and the kids are very much in the process of what is it? I'll use the word loosely, politically mean. In the politics of our lives now, which is mental awareness and all that kind of stuff and wokeness, this means more than your Grand Slam.
But even and that's on that very specific wellness.
Specifically on
Yes.
this, yeah.
But what I'm saying for young people generally. So a documentary on Lil Nas now. Is it Lil Nas?
I've
I
no.
wanna cry so
Oh,
yeah.
praise hombre. Fuck, I was like,
Yeah.
hey kids, Lil Nas. I'm old. So a documentary on Lil Nas now. For it, what the fuck? You know what
Do
I
you know
mean?
what I found blazing about Lil Nas?
Yeah.
Sorry, was I didn't care about the song. I didn't care about him, whatever. And I'm always watching YouTube. I always love like little docus that people make. Little like, this is why so and so fell off, or this is why this song, whatever. So whatever little docus people put on.
It's you are the people who get those numbers so high where I go, wow, people watch this.
Yes,
It's you.
Yeah, I love that shit, bro. So just how he was like fighting people on the internet and stuff because they said he was, because Angela, he crossed over.
You're right.
Yes.
Everyone was singing his song. Parents were loving him. White people, middle America was just loving the song. It's a hip hopper and whatever.
When
And
Ellen
then
has you
people
on the
like,
show.
and then people found out he was gay, and people already had trouble with him. And then he comes out and goes, "Motherfucker, in the song I'm talking about sucking dick, and you were listening to the lyrics. I was me the whole time." You were caught in the TikTok meme.
Yes.
I was like, that's actually was like mad respect, man. Mad respect.
Yeah.
I
for
told you.
you blew up in this way, doing the thing genuinely like you were proper hip hop.
Yes.
And you did this thing in Middle America, and then you realize those people who hate hip hop but love hip hop aren't listening to hip hop the way hip hop lovers listen to hip hop.
Yep.
Right.
They're just like, this is the new swing.
Yes.
Loving it.
I can keep up to this.
Yeah.
I only care how
It's like when Suge Knight land up in prison, then they go, Suge's in prison. Like, what is the name of my record label?
I told
I
you.
pay tax
who I
on behalf
was.
of Death Row Records.
Oh, man.
Stop asking me this.
This is a PR stunt. I had to kill him.
That's hilarious. I told you. It's like, yeah, that's great.
Oh, I just want to say something. I
Yes.
saw the video. Shout out. I saw an interview with the manager from Shoprite last week who put cooking oil and water in front of the Shoprite's doors.
Yeah.
And then he got all of his employees. They took all the cooking oil, the riots and the looting that happened in KZN last week.
Yes.
And the manager at Shoprite, they knew
Also,
that
shout out KZN for looting and rioting so hard. People aren't talking about Joburg's ones anymore. People are just like, let's talk about KZN. It's like, we also got looted.
I wonder if.
but this guy literally, they take all the cooking oil off the shelves, put in front of the Shoprite, and put water on top of it, and
Yes.
it's on towels, and then he proceeds to film it with his staff, and they're just killing themselves.
Yeah.
People slipping.
But
Bruh. Impossible.
It's-
you know,
you can't.
you're watching Takashi's Castle, and it's the final round,
those goofy-
and nobody can get it.
And everybody believes they
Yes.
can, which makes it amazing. That's how that works.
And in such a heavy week that we all felt.
Yes.
It doesn't matter where you're from, what race, we all felt that heaviness last week. That's one video that just made me smile. You know,
Yeah,
you're
it
laying
did.
in bed and you go,
It did, bro. I was
it was just like, it just was a-
Please help me understand. What's making you smile?
all of it. It's
because-
both, for me, it was both the video and
These are
the-
looters slipping.
looters
Yes.
slipping, but it's also the staff going. First of all, a manager of a thing like Shoprite Checkers, you aren't involved in profits. You defending this store isn't your livelihood. It's your livelihood as in your place of work, but you're not invested so much in that store that you're gonna make more profit because it's open.
You're not saving ShopRite.
You're not saving ShopRite. But
Right.
to go, I'm here on the
make
floor.
the effort to
I'm here on the floor.
protect
How
it.
am I gonna protect this section?
Wow, okay.
And that kind of thing of going, hey guys, let's do this. You know what I mean? Probably didn't even
Yes.
ask permission, was last minute
Yes.
things.
Yes.
And then seeing it, and then in the heat of the moment to just giggle. Because you can hear him
Right.
giggling over
Yes.
it. And it's just a moment of like,
It's a little win.
it's a little
It's
win.
a little win.
There's
it
always, for me, there's always two sides of this coin because it is such a rough time when people are losing.
Losing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so even when people talk about looting and whatever, everybody's losing. So when you watch something like that and you're smiling and you're going, it's a win. In my head, I go, yeah, but Sunflower's going, who's paying for all of this?
There's some
For all
ungrateful,
of these wins.
there's some ungrateful person. Yes.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Somebody came in at the end of the day and was like, great guys. But look, that was about 35 that was 35 liters at 5 rand a liter. So didn't really balance these sheets, guys.
But you know who must have felt great if you the sweets from heaven next to ShopRite and they don't touch sweets from heaven because this oil. You're like, this is great. I've got wine gums if you need wine gums. I don't know where
But you must also like act upset because you don't want them to make you pay for the cooking oil either. Must be like, yo guys, it's all good and well they didn't loot, but jeez, who's gonna clean this now? Who's gonna inside you're happy. But you're not helping them balance them sheets.
And, I don't want to go too much into last week because I know people are still very much living in it. And
Absolutely.
affected. But it was a wake up call. It was a wake up call for sure. And if you're affected by that, I'm sorry. I don't know.
And you
what
from
As a
Durban.
looter.
Continua.
As a looter, continue.
I'm from Durban. Because my mom didn't sleep for 3 days. From the Sunday to the Wednesday. It was just too much.
It was
bruh.
a lot, man.
It was a lot. And the thing is, people are still feeling it. And it's also, because we know there's all different kinds of looters. So I don't even want to say fuck looters. You know what I mean? Because we know that video of that little boy who literally went and got underpants and sneakers. Not fancy sneakers, shoes. We'll call it shoes.
Footwear.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy. Then you go, yo, this kid, he looked like
Stole
he has no
from
mo-
what?
This guy's still trying to lock the child up. We're trying to say
We're trying to nuance this shit. So
that is the cop going, so
he's
should
going to
we-
jail?
Should I unlock the handcuffs? Are we gonna praise him?
So get ribbons or ribbons? Red ribbons?
But that's the sad part where you go,
Yeah.
this kid who looks like he's no more than 8 needed this to get undies. Yo, bruh. That's the hectic part of it.
It's almost the side of the coin where you go. It's the wake up call we have to face.
Yeah.
It's like that story I told you about my grandparents. My brother's older siblings were much older than him. I forget who.
Cousin brother.
Yeah, cousin brother. They didn't. They came back from school one day and they said that I need underwear because they're saying we have to wear underwear at school.
Oh, when you said
And then he was like, "This school thing is too much now, my child. Stay home and work.
and then he didn't go to school.
You can't go to school."
I remember that. Yo, that
They
story
want
was,
underwear.
That story was wild.
So this kid,
Yes.
your relative, stopped going to school.
Because, man, underwear too?
No, but you know what?
That's so
one
heavy.
person's underwear is another person's textbook.
Yes. It's another person's school fees.
Is another person's.
Yes, it goes down. You
Yeah.
can go either up or
Its
down.
fees must fall on
It's
different
another
levels.
person's April fees.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's another person's camp. No, I can't.
Camp, yeah.
I guess
Oh, it's the
come
same
back.
as me, bro. I look back and
I
I
hear
go,
you.
it's gonna sound weird now, but it's one of those moments where I was like, I'll never convince myself I can't do something until I prove it.
I can't wait for this story.
Matric year, I was playing rugby first team.
What?
I'm playing.
Okay, hold on.
I was down
Hold
until
on.
the lies.
Okay.
Very,
Everyone's looting.
Everyone's looting. You're looting your past. Motherfucker is looting history.
Looting extramurals. The fuck?
This motherfucker
Come on, what
What has that got to do with the price of right?
Hey, finally!
And then you woke up, and then what happened after you awoke? Jesus.
You just keep the cuffs on him while he tells his stories.
Yes.
Okay, you're right. It was after school. This is it was after school. You weren't doing it.
It was a co-ed school, and there were 120 people in the whole high school.
right.
To give you context of how I made it into the first team.
Thank you.
Okay.
It was the first.
I can live with that.
It was the first team of we're always getting our asses kicked. Let me put it that way. This
Gotcha.
isn't Kersney first team.
I'm with
okay,
you.
calm down.
This sounds more.
Yeah. That math I can do better than figuring out my age.
You know the schools that you guys played, and you're like, how did we beat them 200-0? That was my school.
Oh, shit. These guys play rugby just for the slice of orange. At halftime. Coach. Lois is waiting for the ball, watching him slice the orange.
You know when
Lips are chapped.
Lloyd goes, oh, Mom, I'm hungry. Well, you have to pick another sport then. Get another sport. Hockey? They have peaches at hockey.
Ah, shit.
Hockey halftime.
Hockey has features.
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening, baby.
Yes.
So my coaches pull me aside. Now my coach is a serious guy. This is a man, someone who takes life seriously because he's gone through life.
Oh, yes.
He's like, he's the sergeant of
can see him.
I was about to say he's a Vietnam vet.
He's like that kind of thing, bro. He's like old Afrikaans man.
Oh, there we go.
He's I'll say he's the sergeant or whatever the level of the highest guy at the police station is in the town. And he once was in an accident where he was told he couldn't walk, and now to this day he probably still runs his 20Ks a day.
Oh, shit.
So it's that kind of like, I can't fool this guy.
He's the documentary that.
It's
Okay, I'm with you.
His documentary was next until this fucking teenager won some tennis game.
Fucking teenager.
Until this teenager had feelings.
He couldn't speak up in public. Guess I gotta hold
Weak ass.
So he pulls me aside the one day and he goes, listen, trials are coming up. I want to send you to trials. I'm looking around at all these Afrikaans boys and huge, you know what I mean? Like the boys who are taking rugby serious. I'm like, what do you mean send me to rugby trials? And he's like, no, I think you play well and I think you could possibly make it into the either Midlands or KZN or whatever. But he's like, he believed in me, bro. When he was telling me, I laughed at first because I was like, we used to joke with him, and then I was like, this guy thinks I'm the smallest person, second smallest person here. Oh. There was a smaller guy. Right. But so then on that day, I was like, oh shit. If I had the mentality of I could, maybe I could have, because I thought I had an idea of what a rugby player was.
Right.
I didn't know that there were small rugby players.
Got you.
Right.
So in my head, I never worked towards that. Yeah. So I was like, if you had told me this 3 years ago, I would have been building up towards, I'd been trying to win my hockey. I was going to hockey trials and all that kind of stuff.
I know. Everybody knows it.
No, we had to play both sports because there were 120 people in the school. So
that's why you lost games, not because you were bad, you were tired.
Tired, bro.
I can just see Lloyd playing hockey. Why is Lloyd using the hockey stick as pole vaults?
Oh shit!
He moves from half to half.
That's hilarious. Why is the rugby wing so slow? He just did the 10K for the school athletics across the road. What?
Whenever
he ran here from the hockey game, and
whenever there's a throw in rugby, Lloyd's there doing spelling bees. Spell.
I said B.
Okay.
Yes.
But I don't know why I brought that up now. What were we talking
You were
about?
saying how you wish that if
when you
believed
that you would.
But
never
why did I bring that up? What were we talking about? Oh, what were we talking about again?
I forget.
The day that you realized
I won't let
something until you try it.
No, we're talking about something that's made me think of that, but now I can't remember.
Sorry, we made that story very hard to tell.
No, it was good. We're talking about Osaka.
Documentary. Your teacher. Oh, but that's in the story.
I can't remember. Fuck it. We're moving on.
Here's a question. After having that conversation with the coach, you walked away going,
yeah, did you fucking do the sport?
Yeah, did you go for the tryouts?
That's what it was. Yes. That was my dad's, not, because trials cost money.
Oh.
Dad, I need this many thousands to go try out.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
So it was like, my boy, focus on your school, because also the schools weren't going too well on the schools. Maybe if you were an 8 student, maybe I would believe in this other thing.
Why the schools? How's your education? The schools were not going too well.
That's hilarious.
That was my dad's.
So you said dad, and then he
was like, no, my boy, I can't be. It's the fact that you're already doing these sports cost a lot. Because the sports cost a lot, because it's extra uniform,
boots,
it's boots, it's
pants,
going on
underpants,
these day trips to other schools, because we're also in the middle of nowhere. So every time we had a game, we had to go to schools 2 hours away to go play them. Petrol. Weekends we're driving to school to get picked. We're leaving home at 3 a.m. in the morning to make it to school for the bus that leaves school to go to the town where we actually going to go play. So it was already too much. It was like, I can't invest more in this thing.
And you come back and you've lost 200.
And we've lost 200 nil.
How did the game go? How did the game go? Then Lloyd opens up a napkin. Oranges?
Oh shit! I can see Bloy's dad eating oranges. How much is the whole thing?
How many peaches each person?
If you play hockey, how many can you? No, man, what the
So if your brothers play also, they get their own.
Wait.
How many can we send?
Coming up with Mari biscuits.
I can see your brothers.
Hey, down the basic.
Coming home with Mari biscuits. Dad, the other team's school forfeit. Put the kettle on. Put the kettle on.
Dad, we don't have a kid. Fire, the bricks. But wait, here's my question. Sorry. So you didn't do the rugby.
So I didn't go for trials.
So then what has that got to do with you? And
Because I
not
realized it was
believing-
all in my head. I convinced myself that I was not of the
Right.
size of rugby.
Right.
I didn't see it for myself. I went,
Someone else
all
saw
I had to
it.
do was see it for myself. For that guy to go, of all these kids playing here, a lot of whom are way into rugby, a lot of whom are of the size, for him to go, that's the kid we send. I was like, shit, I didn't see it. Even if I just didn't see myself trying out, that's how much I didn't see of for myself. So just like one of those moments where I was like, I need to not cock block myself out of my own life.
So does that mean?
Because I really loved rugby.
Oh, is it?
Wow, on top of that.
I really loved rugby. Yeah, I really loved rugby.
How are you not seeing the size of the scrummies?
I don't know, bro. Where would I see rugby players?
Oh shit! You mean you loved it in your heart, not in the TV?
No, but on the TV, everyone looks huge.
Yeah.
So you got, it's like the
jeez.
smallest basketball player is still fucking huge. The shortest basketball player was like 5'9", and I think I'm like calculate 5'9". I'm like, that's tall.
Yeah.
So I go, oh,
I'm
they're
6'4".
all huge. The only rugby player I ever met was Skulk Burger came to our school.
Oh, this is horrible.
So this is
Get Chester Williams in the school.
I looked at this guy and I was like, I'm never tackling this guy. I was like, I'm never gonna. This rugby thing is not for me physically. I'm not gonna make it. I didn't know that you could be so skilled in it that you would survive this fucking onslaught of forwards.
So after Skalkberger came to school, did you go home with steers?
Convince my dad, just cook it better for us, Dad. If you invest now.
If you invest. I just see all family meetings with your dad eating something. Yeah.
Fuck.
Ah, shit.
Did I get the right button? Because my earphones were off.
No, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, today the Olympics are starting.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the opening ceremony. Well, it's Japan, so it's probably on now.
Later on.
No, on now. Japan.
Oh, it's later. Oh, snap. Yeah.
As in the opening ceremony is probably
Happening now.
now.
Yeah. Oh, snap.
Wait, why do we care? Not that why do we care, but do we care about Olympics?
I love Olympics. You know what I love about Olympics? I find myself watching archery, and I'm like, this
can't.
man- dude. I watch everything.
Really?
I just get involved, bro.
The way you treat music is how you treat life, and you need to stop. No, this is you need to watch X Games.
You put that
Dude,
much
don't
time
you-
in your career, maybe.
Don't you ever get involved with
The
the,
way I-
gymnastics?
Gymnastics, yes. I guess I like what I like.
I'm kidding.
I watch everything that SABC presents. Let me correct
watch-
that. If SABC
You
says
still watch
Rugby-
TV like there are only 3 channels on.
Yes.
You on Netflix watching like Korean love stories because you're like, but I pay for.
Nah, that involves reading.
Oh my goodness.
Here's my question, right? So you saw.
So you watch gymnastics, but you can't keep up with the score. You're like, what?
Yeah, I just.
Whose name is that? Next to the flag. Flag just scored points. Nice.
I love. You know what I love doing? I love picking. Growing up, we always did this. Whatever race it is,
Oh, you
and
pick
you
a
just
guy.
pick your runner, and we used to just do that the
Oh,
whole
right.
day. Who
Yeah.
you going with?
Yeah.
That person looks cool, and you just go with
Did
that
you
person.
ever play the game Yo, bro, I remember dreaming. Did you ever play the game when you'd open up a magazine and you choose a side of the page?
Side of the
Open up a magazine.
So you open up a magazine and the person you going through the magazine
I
with
like
is
this game.
your life is left page, my life is
Oh, that's
right
hilarious!
page.
I've never played
Every
that.
page you turn, you're like, oh, that's your wife.
Yeah.
I played that game. I played that game.
I want to play that.
That game was fire, bro.
Oh, that's so.
When you would just dream of this life and you're like, oh, that's
Did
my
you play
car.
that?
I played that, and we also played the other one of we turn and go, I'm him.
Oh, you choose a person.
That's my wife. That game was, you could do that for days,
Days, bro. If there was a new magazine, oh, come on.
Unless you get house and garden, you know, that's my tree. Yes, my.
Tat having another moment of how poor you guys are.
Here's my question.
But that's a dope game, though.
It's a dope game, right? It was
Fuck, I
just
want to
fun.
play that.
Here's my question going back to Olympics. So, do you remember South Africa's last Olympic tracksuit? That baggy, horrible
Yes,
thing.
yes.
So this year, Mr. Price did it, and it's like it fits.
Okay.
It fit. Here's my question: why is South Africa's colors green for everything? Australia, you know Australian flag. It's the stars and the blue, and it's the Union Jack in the corner. Australia is green and gold and yellow. South Africa has so many different colors. We don't have to be green for everything.
You mean that because
I'm saying
close to Australia?
No, I'm saying our colors. If you look
I
at
think
our
it's just our national colors.
but I'm saying we don't have to go according to that. The flag
In terms of
doesn't
the
have
flag.
to. Yes, because I understand Japan, red, white. I'm saying we have so many to choose
We have
from.
all the colors and we chose.
We green. Because sometimes that green is like office. Why not a fire black tracksuit? You know what I mean? Like we
But
don't
also,
have to be.
if we chose that, you'd be saying this is about the black.
No, but I'm
Or
saying
do you want
why are
different
we,
ones?
Yes, we don't have to be stuck with green.
You want
and
different
yellow.
uniforms,
Yes.
That's okay, man.
Because the green for me
like no other country in the world ever does.
No, but you're allowed to pick. So America, if you look at America's flag, sometimes they go with the stars, sometimes they're navy blue, sometimes they're red, sometimes they're white.
Sometimes they orange.
But they have the option of
1990s reference.
Oh God, that's Doogie Howser. Quite.
there's the option of changing colors. I don't know why South Africa is so stuck.
There is
on
no
the-
option of changing colors, Robbie.
There is.
He says we have the whole flag.
We
to
have
choose
the whole
from, and
flag
we always
to
go
choose
green
from.
and gold.
Why do we only stay with? I'm asking a genuine question.
No, because
Why-
because it's the so that's why
I think
why
it's
I'm
literally
saying they picked
the sports
that.
colors.
So if they pick black, we will always be black. It wouldn't be different.
It's not like every time they choose and then every time they choose the same one. It's like, no, these are our national colors. Sporting colors.
right.
Yeah.
If that's the thing, then cool. But I'm just saying there'd be so many other fire things you could do. With
You
the
could do.
colours.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've kind of.
But then you'd confuse the people who won. Is it, what color is this?
No,
now?
man.
No, man. They didn't know who
How do you watch sports
whoever
on
lost,
television?
that's who we are.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm interested. I wasn't aware, but I don't even know who we have.
In the Olympics?
Yeah.
Well, Custer can't.
There's that kid who's I just saw. I forgot his name. Black guy. He's been crushed. He's been smashed in the 100 meters.
Yeah, that
is
guy's
he there
fast.
or
He's
is
cool.
he still young?
He went and trained with
Akon.
with Bolt.
Oh snap!
Him and Wade van der Kerk trained with Bolt.
Is Wade in this one?
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's so what's great. You know what?
And
what the exciting thing about South African sports is because we don't know anything outside of the top 3 sports.
And rowing that surprised us the
Yeah.
most one.
No, but yes,
I
but
guess we gotta go to the airport.
We were like,
now everyone's
during
there.
a
Is it
drought.
them? Is it them?
Yes. Which
Is
one
it
is
them?
it?
Which, oh shit!
We're like, this is what happens when you train through a drought, guys. You get stronger because you're training through the sand. You are rowing in the sand.
But here's the thing: to that point, what makes the Olympics exciting for us as South Africans is because we don't know anyone.
We love everyone.
Yes, because Wade van der Kerk before he won, fuck Wade van der Kerk.
Yes.
Then we found out he's a world. What?
Yes.
Oh, we have Wade van der Kerk. Like the rowing team.
Yeah.
We
so
not-
in this one,
yeah.
we could have them.
Because right now we're all fuck netball, but if the netball team
Yes.
won, we'd be the netball country.
We love the clarinets.
We'd be-
I don't know what their nickname is, but
the clarinets. Jesus.
I don't even know.
we love I'm a jump.
I'm a,
Yeah, that I'm a thing
I'm a
for
jumpy
everything.
jumpy.
I'm a jumpy.
That's not the problem. We don't. I don't know. I don't think anyone's responsible for this, but we don't follow. So the rowing team, no news until we didn't even watch the rowing team win the gold.
Name it.
We saw the highlights on E News.
Yes.
So we didn't even go. Let's tune in. They rowing
And they needed to circle the team that was ours. Oh, okay.
And also name a rower.
Yeah, no one knows. No one knows.
No, this is...
It's this.
Jan van Riebeek,
I see why you watch.
didn't you? I'm sure he's involved in rowing somehow.
I feel
That
like
would be Tamsang. On the way back.
Yes.
that's funny.
No,
That's funny. Tamsang are rowing on the way back.
and then they ask Tamsani asking, they ask Tamsani, who motivates you with rowing? You're so good at it. And then it's Jan van Riebeek just hides the whip. Talk, boy, talk. So your question.
The Japanese team has a guy playing the big drums in the front, and the South African team.
Kamzan is like, yeah, next time Jan comes back, let's throw cooking oil on the sand.
Shut the fuck
It's just guys trying to get it.
We don't remember... Yeah, it's because we just like...
We're not in it.
Yeah, we're not in it.
It's also like
We don't care.
we only watch women's football when they're in the final.
Huh? What?
Banyana. They keep winning, but we only love them when they win.
Yo, I went to watch a game of theirs when it was a warm up for the World Cup 2019 in Cape Town. Free.
There we go.
A quarter of the one stand was full. And that's a side where there's shade. So everyone just hung out by the shade.
When the shade
it's
is
a much
gone,
better view for your
nobody's-
team that side. Man, let's-
Yeah.
Are they coming this side in the second half?
The Vuvuzela is good soundtrack.
So it's literally
Fuck South Africans.
Jesus.
we don't.
The support.
We don't hype. South Africa's got low self-esteem, bro. We don't hype ourselves up.
But
Not even to ourselves.
Hey, dude.
But now here's the thing. I don't want to blame media. I don't want to blame media. But it makes me go, the power is completely in our hands to build that culture.
We don't even know when they're playing, bro.
Yes.
The power's not in our hands.
No, but here's this is what I mean by, so for example now.
So if this, you know why the power's not in our hands? If the
Not our hands as as us. I'm talking about the media. So if the media decided to I know what the problem
No,
is.
you know what? It's a complex thing because people, like if you think of the biggest sports, people aren't just there for the game. There's a culture around it. Yes. So when I'm going to go watch Banyana or netball, I feel like I'm just going to be sitting there
watching 13
There's
goals.
never
Yeah.
ever been
Yes.
a Mexican wave at a netball game.
Never.
There's never been a Mexican wave at a netball game.
because you need more than 5 people.
You know, there's one person always trying to. There's one person trying to start like, oh no, Clarice is just going to the park.
Oh shit.
Stop standing.
Yes. Who does this person keep telling to go away?
This person's covered in flies.
The thing is, sports is a culture. So it's like we
Right.
have not built the culture around, and that's with everybody. What the media does, what the spectators do at the game, what you know. What I mean, all these things come together to make it something that
castle.
we do. Because
It even starts in school. School, it was compulsory to go watch your rugby team.
Yeah.
Yes.
No one's saying go watch the rowing.
Yeah.
There was rowing.
there's more hype at a high school rugby game than there is at the national volleyball game.
Oh yes.
So that's a cultural discrepancy that you're working with there. Before the media.
My thing with volleyball, volleyball just looks
whichever.
volleyball
Oh, you were
just looks
KZN.
recreational.
Yes.
It just looks like I'm watching somebody play. It's like,
I get it.
why are there medals for this? Just shake hands, have a beer, just go home. It's fine.
Just suntan lotion on, Jesus.
Yes, it's just,
That culture thing, it almost justifies why we don't care. Like, we don't care, but it's not because we don't care. It's because when you say you don't care, it's such an indictment.
Yeah.
Like, I'm living my life.
feels
and
like
then-
a full stop.
Like, if I'm living my life and then I hear about banyana,
Yes.
and I carry on living my life. You get that you don't care, but it's like, no, exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not a
It's not a thing.
thing.
Yeah. No, it's not a thing. Like it takes more than just people are winning all the time in this country.
Yeah.
But we're just not. We're
That's
not.
so true.
Our brain isn't going. That's something that we do. Or hype. Or this is how I'm even involved in it
Emotionally.
Because when you watch your soccer team, you know everything about it. You know where the other 7 teams are who are at the bottom. You know what T-shirt they've been released. When Banana walks out, that's the first time you see the kit.
Yes.
You don't know who Nike or Mr. Price sponsored it. You're not in the whole entire world of it because it's barely
All
even a
the
world.
stadium.
When
All the stadium.
in 2002, David Beckham broke his toe, and they had this thing in English magazines where they printed a life-size picture of his foot, and at 12 that day, everyone had to lay their hand on the picture and pray.
Jesus.
It was like 5 minutes of prayer.
Jesus.
That kind of thing, when you go, that's why the media is so important. When you go, we need you
But
for this to work. That kind of
Yeah.
shit. Nobody's doing that.
because here's the thing. It's at the end of the day, it only happens because it's a business.
Right.
So the business of football is so
Got you.
profitable that they can throw everything and the kitchen sink at it. That you have to be involved.
Yeah.
The business, because the argument in America was, I think it was for basketball, women's basketball. It's like our numbers are close to the men's numbers and all of that in terms of eyes and attention and all of that. Why aren't you guys? Then it was like the only reason you guys aren't throwing everything at us is because we're women, because we're doing the other things. They came at it as a business thing.
What is the WNBA saying is the same?
The numbers are almost the same in terms of viewership.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Women's soccer in the States is way
Women's
more.
soccer is like also like a highly watched thing. So it's like
Right.
you can argue and build it on a business level because at the end of the day everything costs to get the media there, costs to get the stadium, costs to get everything costs. So it's like business wise, that small department we're still experimenting on.
Yo, guys, you know how much it's so like the point about music where it's like we miss so much of life because we get told what to watch, what to listen to.
Yeah. Dude,
You'll never hear that. You'll never hear that
Other
thing for you.
Yes.
But even
Or that voice, or that movie, or that
Yeah.
book, or that book. You will never read that thing that
Bruh,
Razambakanda wrote.
I was listening to
Who the fuck is Rabagadanda?
I love how you got the name that you just made up wrong.
I don't wanna
As
play
soon as
this
I said
game.
it twice, I was like, where are we going?
That's how forgettable your guy is.
in your head.
In your own head, you forgot.
But what he wrote.
You made him and forgot
But
him.
what he wrote.
Scribble notes.
No, it's that thing. Like if Matthew McConaughey wasn't a Hollywood star, he would still have those quotes that you guys find so amazing. But
Yes,
you'd
but we'd never read
them.
his book.
Yeah, I think it's we embed in the system. Like even if you go, here's something I'm put out. Even if you go, okay, cool, to ladies, where they consider themselves feminists or whatever, and you go, Banyana's playing today. They're in the semifinals of the World Cup. Or you can go watch Cristiano Ronaldo play the game play against each other. Men's soccer.
Who are you talking to?
I'm saying to women even. Because my thing is, it's not even so much of, if I knew about it, I'd go. It's what you think is better.
Yeah, what do you actually...
What do you think is better? It's not even about, that's what I'm saying, putting it out. So even if you ask a feminist and you go, would you go watch Banyana now?
Feminists is like, why are we here?
But
We don't watch sports.
I don't know.
I'm just using it to raise a point.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, would you go watch that, or you go and say, no, this is better because of the way it's been given to me?
Why is it feminist?
I'm using it as an example of, even
No,
if
no,
you
I
know
think
that
the example is it's like, even if you ask feminists to go, they'd still need a reason.
Yes, but
So-
apart from the reason, I'm saying forever you've been taught that this thing is better. You know what I'm
in
saying?
terms of the cult, in terms
Yes.
of what he's saying about
Yeah.
there's a cult.
There's a cult.
something
There's
they
so much
know.
around it.
So it's
Yes.
not even just knowing.
Yeah.
It's not even just knowing, because going back to your thing of I don't care or I do care. It's going, here's the thing, you have an option right now.
Yes.
Are you gonna go there? You know you've got the ticket, everything, or you're gonna go and watch this that keeps getting shoved in your face
Right.
and is told that it's better.
It makes the decision harder to make. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sorry if any feminists were hurt in that. I was just trying
No
to make a
feminists were
point.
hurt in the making of this segment.
Analogy.
But that's the thing, dude. And I know I'm like that even sometimes with South African artists or musicians or whatever, where I go, this is cool. And then I go, I'll catch it another time. Netflix has South African movies. I see them pop up. And then I go,
Yes.
I'll catch
You
it.
have to make an effort to watch them.
And that's
But also, it's like
It makes me-
also how you, as a viewer, because remember, time is, whether you're conscious of it or you're not, your time is value that you're spending.
Yes.
right.
So it's like, am I going to spend it on a? Very few people. They're what do they call them? Early adopters. Early adopters are people who are willing to try it because that's how they get quality out of their time. Most of us are
life.
Yes, in life. So most of us are late adopters or laggards, right?
Sorry, what's
Come
the
on,
last
Triple A.
name?
Come on, Triple A.
Come on, baby.
I hear you,
Come on,
mate.
baby. Marketing
Put the
class
billboard
once
up.
a week.
Put the billboard up.
So by the time now I have to make this decision to go watch that game, it's a matter of I know what's happening at Ronaldo.
Right.
In terms of my time, I got to see Ronaldo.
Yes.
I don't know what he was doing. There was a potential of what he could be doing. There's the hype of what
And
the
that's
room
the
is.
sell.
And that's the sell of to me as a consumer of how am I going to spend my time?
Yes.
You can also go spend your time at Banana and have a great time, but you're not necessarily guaranteed certain things that you already know you're guaranteed at another place because it's just that's just what it is. You might feel it's enough for you to go there and I supported Banana and that fills you, but that's fewer people making that decision.
I rather sit at home and go, fuck, I bought this Will Smith album and it's shit, than saying this new Pam Andrews album I bought, this is horrible.
But yes,
But now the question isn't that shit, why do you think it's shit? The question is, why did you buy it?
but that's the thing. That's a great point because South Africans have always not wanted to watch and support local things. To the motherfucking point where the government had to come up with a line to tell us to tell us something I wouldn't believe.
Which was?
Local is lekker.
I don't know if you're going to blame the government for all of that.
But that was
Arthur has nothing to do with that.
no, that was a branding exercise.
But they use it as a branding exercise.
Okay.
Proudly South, all of that.
Yes.
Hey guys, come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is a lifetime of South Africans going, we don't want to
But we're
see
so
this.
bad at hyping ourselves up. Think about it. It's not even like you don't want to watch movies. You don't know that entire movies are made. Do you know how many times I've seen something like...
Ooh, we're gonna have a tough conversation after this.
No.
Because I have to say something.
No, like sometimes you see a movie win an award overseas, so you know, oh, this was a good movie.
Right.
Why wouldn't you put good movie marketing around it? Where, in terms of like, I shouldn't have missed it. How do I miss it?
Oh, you've watched
as
local.
Yeah, I'll watch a local thing late or see a preview late, and I'm like, oh, I gotta see this movie. And then people are like, that came out 3 years ago. And I'm like, but how did I miss this?
Okay.
This should be in my world. This should have been in my face. I shouldn't have been able to open my phone without seeing. So why didn't we put the hype up to around this thing to go, yo, the people who need to watch this need to know this is happening.
Break this down. When you say we, who's we?
What do you mean we?
Exactly.
No, I don't know what part you were talking
When you
about.
say, how was the when you say, we should be pumped. Who's we?
We should be?
We should be pushing this. How did I miss this? We should be
As in the people responsible for marketing it.
budgets and shit. But I mean,
But the same way that
You can say budget and shit because then you go, okay, if you don't market it, then we don't see it, then you don't make money. So
Right.
what is your?
Nah, but Lloyd,
why did you make it?
Lloyd, but these things
It's a dream,
do.
baby.
These things do.
You know,
Hey, I say we just
But
making
these things-
dreams,
bro.
bro.
These things do pop up on timelines, and I'm guilty of going. The thing pops up on my timeline, South African produced, and I go. Yesterday, I posted a thing saying that the Neptunes were voted the best producers of the 21st century. I've seen lots of South African things, and I go buy it. So it's also I'm with the we because the marketing isn't going to put it in your home.
Okay.
So there is a responsibility as we to put the thing further. People rather post a picture of the Kardashians' new baby, and then, you know what I mean. And so we all guilty of that thing of.
So for me, when I say media and we, and when I say we, then I'm talking plebs, us people.
Because it goes back to my thing. When I post something, when I punch something, and I know it's not just me. There is an element of I'm doing it because I think this will back up the hype I'm putting up. So it's also social status for me. When an essay thing is produced, I want to punt it because an essay thing, but I'm like, I can't guarantee anything about this thing.
Exactly. I signed.
That's how I feel. It's
I
like,
signed.
I don't want to put my name on this.
So it's
even
not
like
a
name.
we.
Everything you said, I
Yes.
signed because that's exact. We.
It's like you don't punt.
It's not a we, it's
you don't punt
them.
every
No,
comic.
we.
No. You don't punt. It's like we don't punt every comics poster,
Yes.
Yes.
but you know the ones you can punt. You go,
okay.
okay, I'm gonna put my boy up. I'm gonna put this person
But
up.
here's what that is.
Agreed.
Here's, so what do you? So what's the agreement? What's the agreement?
I feel
You
like
have to say it.
I feel like everything's connected. There's a we, but there's also a thing of I need to understand what I'm pushing forward,
Yes.
and that's why it's going back to the watch Banyana, or go watch Ronaldo.
It's the
and
same
Messi.
thing, yeah.
It's all linked. So it is a thing of I'd want to, but I don't really know in the decision making. So whether it's going to the stadium or literally going share, it's all the same decisions.
Here's the belief that local is lekker it was no ways it was going to bust. Is that local is not lekker. That's the we general belief. You can fight me,
Okay.
but the belief,
Yeah.
this movie is not going to be great.
Yeah.
The song that this person is not going to be great. Because the belief is that we're not good.
Mm-hmm.
That's the belief of we. That's why I said I want to separate what media can do, because now media, in terms of punting, and now here's the promotional budget for the 2 million Queen Sono, blah, blah, whatever the fuck. The belief system is still leads people to do that. So that's what I'm saying. That's it. South Africans believe that it's not lekker.
That is not lekker. True.
And then whatever has to happen now, I don't know, but that is the truth. Fight it. As an artist, you have to do the work.
You have to work past that.
Yeah, it's what
That's
we have
your
to
ceiling.
do now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I live in a country where but I love my thing. So how do I move to break these motherfuckers to show them that I'm something?
Yeah.
And not live in this as an artist.
Because you go, the industries have the people. It's almost like the rowers were always the rowers. They were probably winning other things. Even our industries, like, you go, I know this thing won't be good. And then you think to yourself, but I know this guy who's internationally doing things, who worked on this film. I know this in terms of quality of people inside the project. You go, but all these people are international, so why don't we believe?
Right.
Like,
Sorry, baby, can you please say
like
that
if
whole
you
thing
think
again?
if you look at like a movie that is made in South Africa, right? Before you even think end product, the people on it are of the world that you immediately buy into.
For
I
example?
know like why am I going blank on his name? But he does sound. He's the sound guy. Kagi's friend. Talks like this all the time, man. He was on Mantu Hour. He's got dreadlocks.
Oh
sound guy.
yes.
I'm not forgetting his
I
name.
know I
know
know
the face.
Yes.
That guy's worked on Survivor, which is a show I don't know if to sell you on if you want to watch Survivor.
Right.
Right.
heard
He's
the
worked
sound.
International
You
Survivor.
heard his fucking.
Yes. So
You love it when it's on Survivor, not when you walk in the
that's
house.
what I'm saying. Because we don't, like, to your point, it's like, oh, we don't believe in South Africa, even though the elements of the same level of belief are there.
Right.
The videographers are there, the editors are there, the writers, everyone has worked in the things that you love that you didn't know had the South Africa band on it. They had the America brand on it. They had the Ningy brand on it, and you bought into it. But it's that thing again, that sports thing is like, someone else guaranteed it for me. America guaranteed you. When America sells you a shitty movie, they sell it so hard you gotta at least watch it. Dude, when South Africa sells you a good movie, it's still, I don't know. Man.
Even the way they put
you gotta take it. This is how you make fucking people face themselves. You gotta go back. You gotta go back here. Yeah, yes, America sells it. The bottom line is
Local is
no
not
matter what. This is the belief.
This is the belief, yeah. That local is not lekker.
There's nothing else you can tell me as a South African. Why didn't even the America's proven it? That's not. You do not think that's gonna be dope. You
That's
don't think that's gonna be dope. Now we don't want to have that conversation.
I don't want to admit to that, but I hear where you're coming from.
It's hard to admit to because you can think of things that you immediately buy into,
Yes.
but it's not a lot. It's a lot of other things that you don't buy into, and the things that you actually do buy into are the people who worked past that bias that you have.
Yes, that's what. That's
Because
what I'm saying.
if I had 10 years ago, I remember. Let me put my bias out into the world. 10 might have been 10 years ago. My Xhosa, starting out, I'm at Design in Daba. He's got a stand there and he's selling a jersey for 1,500 rand.
Oh, the nerve.
He talks to me as a brother and goes, I will sell it to you for 900. Beautiful thing. Dude, I was in love with the product.
Right.
Even then,
bro, it was, and also saw his talk where he talked about like how he came up with the idea, with the history, the all the stuff, right? He gave his whole Pick a Kucha talk. And
we met the guy together.
that was before I knew you.
No, but I'm saying we've been around him
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
Yes.
yes.
I see that. Okay.
So I was like,
No, that's
but
Ndosh, man.
900.
that's Xhosa.
That's Atlas.
Talking about my Xhosa.
So I didn't buy it then. And I realized a part of it was part of my bias of like 900 rand for a jersey made here in SA.
In my culture,
How much is that jersey now? 5 grand? 6 grand? And I still believe in that jersey the way I believed in it then.
Right.
But now he worked past my bias. He had to work past me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And he didn't get past you.
Yeah.
I'm saying he didn't get past you, and now you chasing him. Fortunately,
Now
for
I'm
him,
chasing him.
he's-
Yeah. This is what I mean. It's like we always have to chase ourselves. It's like the movie Tsotsi. No one really knew it when it released here. It won an Oscar, and then we jumped
Presley
on
is the rowing team of South African movies.
I feel like South Africa must just start again.
What?
South Africa must just start again. After all this looting, everybody get your slice of orange. And
Oh man, good to be back in the meeting.
Like, subscribe, do all the things. Share with your friends. We release clips on Instagram. We want to grow the community, so if you think you got a friend who would like it, it's good to be back.
You just said community. Ugh, bye.
Oh,
Motherfuckers.
You're in it.